If you want to learn how to create transitions like this, I'm about to show you how to create 5 different transitions step by step and what my process looks like as a full-time content creator. I start by setting up the area to make sure my phone stays stationary. My new tripod isn't here yet, so I'm just making it work with what I have. Do what you can with what you have. And I also have my little portable light to make sure I have proper lighting on my face since my bathroom does not have any natural light coming in. And for these, I typically film one single video for the before look and then one for the after. And I do it in my iPhone camera. Always make sure your front lens is wiped clean. For these before looks, you want to focus on what you're doing the couple seconds before you hit the transition point. So before I cover the camera lens or look away or do my hair flip, I'm intentionally looking at the camera since that will be in the shot, and I do a few takes of each of the transition moves. Then once I get ready, I put my phone exactly where it was before, as well as the light. I want to make sure that nothing has moved in the background so it looks completely seamless, even standing in the same spot that I was before. And I repeat those same moves, except this time I focus on what my face is doing after I hit that transition point. So I get a few different variations so I can choose my favorite whenever I edit. And you have to be intentional with where you're standing for the hair flip and where your arm is when you snap. And the only time I move the camera is whenever I do the look transition, which I will show you that editing process so you can understand. Let me show you my editing process. So to combine my clips together, I use the app InShot. I create a new video and I select my clips. It would have been 2, but I did stop in the middle of the second one. Now the 3 clips need to be trimmed down. Grab your timeline and select that arrow that's on the left and drag it towards the right to delete all the footage you don't want. On these before shots, I'm just trying to get the part where I don't have makeup on. You can clearly see I look a mess. And then the part that it needs to end on is when I cover the lens. Once I have that shot, I actually go and I split that into its own individual clip, and that's because I bring the after clip right behind it. So then all the stuff that comes after that can be deleted. So I'm dragging that timeline to the right, deleting everything. I go and I find the next one, and I go to where the camera is covered, and then I split it into its own clip. And I repeat this process for all of the transitions. So any before shots, you want a little footage right before you hit that mark, like the snap. I got a little bit before I hit the snap, a little bit before I did the look, a little bit before I do any hair flips, and I split and delete everything that comes after that because then I need to add the after shot right in behind it. And once you're done with all of the before shots, now you do the same thing except opposite for the after shots. So I start with my hand covering the lens, and then I get a few seconds after that action step of whatever I'm doing for the after shot, which I showed you during the filming process. And once you get that clip split into a smaller one, what I like to do is actually grab it, I hold it down, and then I drag it to the before so I can watch that transition to make sure that it's cut correctly. As you can see here, this is actually how that came out. And repeat the process. I'm doing the same thing with the snap. I'm starting the snap video for the after shot at the snap, and then I take a couple seconds, if even, right afterwards, finding that before shot and then putting it right behind it for the after shot to make sure that it looks cohesive. And this is how that video came out. For the hair flip, I started at the bottom for the after shot, and then I found the before shot, dragged it to it. And for the look shot, I put my hand exactly where it should be, and I start by looking away, and then I turn towards the camera, really starting the video where I'm halfway turning. And you will see that it did take a little bit more editing than the other ones, but making sure that it all comes together to where the before shot is halfway looking and the after shot is the remaining halfway looking. Putting it all together makes it look beautiful. This is actually how that one ended up turning out. And once I was done, I went through and I made any final changes. Obviously, I only like to use one of these in my day in the life videos, but if you guys want to see any more tutorials, let me know. That's what I'm here for.